somewhat better reflection of the current meta of the MPLI,
Yes.
whereas Burmese Ghouls, this looks like a lineup that they could have run or that they ran in their finals against Ronin during MPL Myanmar Season 5.
Yeah, and that last pick, Roger, we are well aware how good Roger is. It has been one of the focus of our region, and being that in the hands of these big team, I mean a back-to-back team, and also a 10-0 record, speaks a lot of the potential death ball for a Roger. But then again, I'm not going to discredit Ronin Esports. Hayabusa, they can pop off anytime, anywhere with the diversion. You also have the setup from Hurricane Dance and Barrett. So there's so many things that, factors, and that's what I love for both teams. It wasn't as a one-sided draft we're seeing. Both are balanced, and at the same time, they are playing in their own strength.
First blood.
Just like that! First blood already from out of nowhere.
We
Pekka
poppin'.
waiting in the bushes in the bottom lane along with Naomi and Silent. Secure the first kill there for Ronin Esports. Seems like they have like a good idea of how Burmese Ghouls moves around the map. So they decided to all wait there, knowing that BG would probably go for the wave cut, and they did. And they pick it off. Already starting it off hot here. It's the rematch of the MPL Myanmar Season 5 Grand Finals. Ronin Esports versus Burmese Ghouls. Now, the biggest problem here is that actually maybe taking so much damage from Justin is that Ronin has a lot of strong -1s already and a strong crowd control, strong zoning. Burmese Ghouls, they have a high damage output lineup. Yes, they have a good sustain lineup there with the Lapu Lapu able to lifesteal, of course, having Festival of Blood. Khalid isn't going to be hitting that. Why the hell is he just healing through all our damage point up until he gets Oracle in the Queen's Wings? But now in the middle lane, Burmese Ghouls finds a pick up there onto Justin as he takes a lot of damage, able to flicker over the wall. Getting away, Burmese Ghouls goes for a quick reset as Ronin forced to go back and ease up the aggression a little bit.
Yes, and the power of Roger shows right now, and plus the Eudora. There's so many damage dealers from the side of Burmese Ghouls, but once Ronin got the setup that they want, started clearing out with the against the Brody plus the Eudora, you only rely on the Roger that can be cut off with the setups from Ronin. But then again, the aggressive play from both sides may be being denied again and again. It gives a lot of breathing space for Ronin, especially for Silent with that Hayabusa. He just really farms. Oh no!
Look at that burst damage coming in from Burmese Ghouls, and the Khalid secures the kill onto Naomi's Akai.
Yes, and that's one thing that you need to respect from the Burmese Ghouls. You don't want to miss position a lot because the damage dealer, they are around. They know where they're going, but right now Justin going in for a bit of a slow and poke as Pekka goes for the Monty Shocker, and not a big of a deal right now. Just healing it with a quick sand guard.
And that's something that you have to watch here, is this combination of how Pekka and Justin are going to work well together, because of course the slows coming in from the Mountain Shocker could be enough to set up for Justin just dealing all the damage in the world with the rotation and then the dispersion as well. So now we're seeing here just these two teams really just trying to find a point of control, somewhere that they can win a team fight, somewhere that they can win potentially a skirmish so that they can get control somewhere else in the map. And Savvy taking a lot of damage. Ruby DD coming in with the Chieftain's Rage as well. Savvy could be the next one up in line here. Down for Ronin Esports. Burmese Ghouls secure a kill in the top lane though, but they might have to sacrifice the turtle for a kill into the top because the Roger is still on his way. Burst damage coming in. That's going to be a kill for the Eastern Chin, but the burst damage from the Eudora, too much to handle. That is going to be a steal onto the turtle. Roger coming back just in time. Ace with an ace of a steal onto the turtle of Ronin Esports.
That quick play from Burmese Ghouls. Mad respect from the champions as they show how they are handling the situation. Yes, you might win for a bit of a poke, but then again, with that Roger, plus the retribution, the very good timing, Ronin missed that opportunity, and at the same time, they don't have Savvy to rotate. So with that -1, you are lessening, I must say that
Give yourself an advantage.
Yes, you don't have any setups for that kind of 4 versus 5.
True.
And removing Barretts, it's a big thing.
That takes a lot of team fight presses. And look at the burst damage coming from Justin D. Somehow trying to get away from this. But the basic attack takes it down. That's going to be a trade. 1-for-1. Brody for that low Yi. And Burmese Ghouls looking to amp up the aggression. Kid and maybe just zoning out for A so that he can focus on the third. Pekka going in. And Pekka gets bursted down by that Eudora. Naomi using Hurricane Dance to send away the members of Burmese Ghouls. But they'll still be able to free hit this turret. Because there's still one more cannon minion wave alive. And that is Naomi just desperately trying to keep the members away. Almost walking into the quick sandstorm there. The raging sandstorm, I must say. And Ace and maybe still. Look at Ace just clawing away the turret. First turret going to Burmese Ghouls.
Big money from Burmese Ghouls. They took advantage of the tower gold again and again. And what's good about that is they got kill and the tower itself. Full gold right there. And maximizing it in the hands of Roger. So the damage dealer will be activated any moment right now as Ronin mistakes after mistakes as Ace is acing out them again and again. Here comes Naomi. You don't have the damage, don't have the setup. Raging Sandstorm into the base. And then again, the jungle of Ronin isn't safe enough as Burmese Ghouls are dominating this game.
Yeah, and Ronin Esports, I can see why like a lot of teams are really favoring Burmese Ghouls in this matchup. Yes, I called it for Ronin to win this 2-1, but Burmese Ghouls, there's just something about how they rotate that's a little bit faster than Ronin, a little bit sharper than Ronin, and I feel like at this point it's just really familiarity, and we're seeing the other side of the coin of the advantage of the champions waiting for their matchup. They seem to have Ronin Esports red as Savi goes in the red in terms of his health, 50%, but he has that heal and the regen to keep him alive a little bit longer. Naomi almost positioning to find a pick up. Look at that. That so-called teamwork onto Kid. Detonus welcome onto the wall. Can Savi take down Kid right now? Yes, he does. The mage for Burmese Ghouls goes down.
Well, the prioritization for Burmese Ghouls, I'm not sure what happened with that, but there was no follow-up to save Kid. And Savi took advantage of it. Yes, they got one kill, but then again, Burmese Ghouls, something about that they need to worry about is this Roger. They're getting the items, getting the gold, and just ramming anyone down. Raging Sandstorm, yes, Silent will be safe, but then Justin Naomi for the backup, maybe not going to die right there. Quick Send Guard just to make sure that he's going to regen those. And one thing scary about Burmese Ghouls is the burst itself.
Yeah.
The moment that they can pick up someone from Ronin, Ronin is relatively can't answer anything from Burmese Ghouls.
And now, BG, good positioning here to wait for potential pick off there in mid. Justin, gotta be careful where you're gonna be walking, man. Just picked up the Enchanted Talisman. Interesting to note about this Barat's actually picked up the Queen's Wings first. Usually we see a Guardian helmet get locked in, but the beautiful Hurricane Dance spin down. But Naomi barely any follow-up coming in from Ronin Esports now. It's a big scramble over there to the mid lane. Torn apart memory. Already used it by Barat. Ruby coming in, the MVP of MPL Myanmar Season 5 Grand Finals. Coming in from out of nowhere, securing a kill, but the Hayabusa pops off, takes down that Eudora. 1-for-1 trade, could be more. D, really low, but Ronin Esports aren't gonna reach that Brody 1-for-1 trade. A really scrappy team fight. I'm not sure who's gonna be able to take this turtle, but it seems like Ronin are at a better situation, in a better position to take it for themselves.
Yes, but right now, you don't have the Lapu. He's working his way onto the bottom side as Ruby. It feels like they don't really want it to go up against this, but maybe being stunned right there onto the side, but just going to escape with Eye of the Storm plus the Quicksand Guard. But right now, Ace is looking scary, and we've talked about this into the draft that a Roger can be converted into a death ball type of hero, and we've seen him dominate the early game from one kill to another in the whole tower being taken down. Rotations from Burmese Ghouls, huge emphasis onto the top side.
Yeah, and this is a fighter emblem on this Barras, by the way, a Festival of Blood, compared to the usual Avarice or the Concussive Blast that we're used to seeing onto Barras here. So a little bit more lifesteal, a bit more damage. That's what they're going for. Look at that. Naomi with a Hurricane Dance spin down once again, but then Baby coming in. Pekka not able to deal. Actually, no, he was able to deal the damage there. Silent coming in, taking down D, and that's going to be two members of Burmese Ghouls down. But out of nowhere, Burmese Ghouls falling down one by one. Ronin Esports just found a good pin down and a good opportunity to win this team fight. Ruby DD trying to stay alive. Naomi really low, but let's see if they'll have the cooldown. Some for him. Ruby DD trying to go after Naomi, but Ruby DD won't be going for the chase. And Silent and Savi feeling way too much. Wind of Nature pick up there for that Isan Shin, but Ruby somehow still alive. Way too much time committed by Ronin, but Ronin were able to win that engagement. Were able to take down the turret in the middle lane and in the top as well.
The confidence of Ronin that they know they can take down Ruby DD as quickly as that. Pekka moves into the mid lane, took advantage of the time wasted, destroyed the tower, and even took the blue buff against Burmese Ghouls. And Ronin, they are back in this game.
And the upset could be real, but maybe uses the Raging Sandstorm to come in. That is the Mountain Shocker committed by the Isan Shin. Information is there. Look at that. The dispersion along with the rotation. Almost bursting down that Brody, but Ronin Esports smell blood and they're going in. Naomi not committing the Hurricane Dance onto Maybe. They are cutting the waves, so the minion waves are going to be able to come in. Diversion coming in. He goes around right onto Maybe. The burst is there, taking down that Khalid, and that's going to be a kill for the Isan Shin. But now Burmese Ghouls, their responses were going to be going for the middle instead. Aoi, Shadow Kill used by Silent, trying to hold on, but he gets taken down by Ace, and Ruby again one somehow still alive. That is a first tier in the bottom down for Burmese Ghouls and a first tier down in the middle for Ronin Esports.
Good answer coming in from Burmese Ghouls as they saw the moment that he got jumped on the mid lane. They focus on that Hayabusa clearly taking him down with all the resources that's needed, and they know that diversion is also being used just to focus the bottom side. They know that there's no answer from Ronin, and at that point, a tower from bottom for a tower to mid.
Yeah, good rotation there for Burmese Ghouls, not deciding to overcommit on the defense. Deciding, you know what, we're just going to defend. But now Naomi might catch out someone here, maybe with the Eye of the Storm. That's going to be Thunder's Wrath. Stun coming in by Kid. Only catches out Naomi, but now Ronin Esports are looking bad, but Burmese Ghouls are on the run. Mountain Shocker, they have to watch their positioning. Maybe really low, forced to get out of there. And I think this Burmese Ghouls going for a quick reset, and they are going to try to reposition themselves and maybe catch up to what could be Ronin's attempt at the Lord take already.
Yes, and with that, Burmese Ghouls going for a big reset while Ronin is going for diversion. Blue buff, they're going to focus it, but there's no catch on the Hurricane Dance. They are the ones being caught as Savi will be the ones who's being taken down. Naomi needs to escape, but then maybe an Ace, a bit hot on their heels, but not going to overcommit.
Yeah, it's a quick reset, so now it's going to be Burmese Ghouls going on the Lord. And now Ronin Esports focusing on the push. The Hayabusa break down the second tier tower. Ruby DD goes in with the Raging Sandstorm. With Maybe going into the Raging Sandstorm. Mountain Shocker, they won't be able to defend. They're stopping the recall, just like you said. And now that Hayabusa is going for that middle bottom side tower there. He could break it there. That Lapu-Lapu is going to be able to go back, and that's going to be kills for Burmese Ghouls. Enemy turret destroyed there. 3 down for Ronin. A shutdown onto the Isan Shin, and a double kill for Ace. A triple kill for Ace, and the Lord to Burmese Ghouls, the champions of Myanmar, showing why they were the champions of Season 5.
Ronin, good answer with the Mountain Shocker just to stop the recalls, but then again, the rotation. They know that Burmese Ghouls with that Lapu-Lapu is able to recall, defends the base, plus the damage that they're going to deal with the Lord is enough for them to take. It was an easy task from that point to decide if they're going all in for the Lord or going home.
And somehow, Burmese Ghouls were also able to steal away the Lord. That is a heartbreaking loss there for Ronin Esports. It was a really good play by them, but now Burmese Ghouls can go for the third tower. Ruby DD going inside, uses the Chieftain's Rage to get out of there. And now Ronin are now on the defensive. What looked like a better, somewhat evenly controlled game for Ronin Esports. It's for both teams. It's now Burmese Ghouls out on their heels and applying the pressure. But the biggest problem right now for Burmese Ghouls is if they're not careful with how they handle that bottom lane, Ronin might just abuse that fact that they already took down the third tier tower and force it out even more. As now Hurricane Dance already committed the damage onto Maybe. It's way too much to handle, but Burmese Ghouls are still fighting. Ronin Esports are going to be able to turn it around. The Ace coming in, the damage, the stuns are real. Pekka and Justin are down. Burmese Ghouls, they are running wild. As Savi goes down as well. Ace diving in, and BG can end it here. They have the minion wave. Not enough defense for Ronin. It's just Naomi and Silent left to defend. Naomi, Silent, they have to pull off a big defense here for the burst onto the Akai. And the torn apart memory by D. It's a nightmare for Ronin and a win for Burmese Ghouls.
and proving the point that there's no revenge for you guys. Big play from Burmese Ghouls, but then again, Ronin, they tried